Alright guys, here we have White Christmas, and as you can tell, if you pull up the PDF, there's a lot of key changes, a lot of chord changes in it. So let's just follow along, let's jump right into it. Pull out your PDF from Planning Center and we will walk through it. Key of C. Now the first part's rhythm is a bit different. It has this feel. To our swing. So when I say swing, da 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 da, the first part is more of a triplet type of feel. Da 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 ga da 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 ga da 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 ga da, triplet 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 da 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 2 3 da da. Okay, so practice that rhythm on the track, run through it with the chord changes, and let's walk through it. C major 7, and that's the little lick that they play. To a G9, which would be this A, right? So that's the little. Okay, so rewind that, practice that a bunch of times. C major 7, A minor 7, to the G9. It's pretty much, you can play like that A minor 7 over a G7 in the bass. That's your G9. And then it repeats. Now we have a new chord, B flat major 7, with that little, it's like a D minor with a second inversion. If you want to kind of roll that, the B flat on the bottom to that G7 or to a G. So so right into our verse, you'll see D minor, C, B, C. The whole time you're having a C in the bass. So that's all we'll play there. C, 3, 4. D minor, C, B, C. D minor over a C. And then, okay, so that A diminished. Okay, let's try that whole first line. The last two chords are G minor 7, cool little chord. If you've looked at my previous videos, everywhere that I go has this pattern in it. It's that same pattern, A, B flat, D, F, with a G, F, and a, G, D, and F in the bass. So that's your G minor 7. Play like that with a 9 if you'd like. Okay, and then your G flat 7. This is the easiest way to play it. G flat in the bass, E, and a B flat right here with your first finger and third finger, whatever comes easier. So let's play that first line. C, 2, 3, 4. D minor, C, B, C, D minor, 3, 4. A diminished C, G minor, flat 7, F. We'll go right into it. And the way I'm playing that F, so G minor 7, flat 7, and I'm just falling down to that F on the bass, E, and an A. And I'm doing a grace note, just like that. So let's play that first line. 2, 3, 4, D minor, C, 7, C, 2, 3, 4, D minor, F minor 7, A minor. Okay, let's walk that second line. So we got that F to the D minor. Okay, so we got a 2-5-1. What's a 2-5-1? D minor, G, C. So key of C, learn your C scale. Okay, if you notice the D is a 2. If you go up to a G, that's a 5. Back to the C is 1. So, the way we play that D minor 7, D minor in the bass, F, A, C, E, which becomes a 9, which is pretty cool. And all you have to do is lower this C to a B. That makes it a G7. And then from here, all you have to do is take this position and move it down 1/2 step. Okay? Just move it down. Some notes are a whole step, some notes are a half, but you get the idea. So 2, 5, 1. Bottom note, D, G, C. Okay, so let's do the first line, second line. 1, 2, 3, 4, dreaming of a white 3, Christmas, just like the one I used to know. Really nice and pretty. And we have a D minor again to the F minor 7. Okay, so that D minor is the same, and the way I'm playing this F minor 7, A flat, C, and a D, okay, it just gives it a different feel. And then for that A minor 7, what it also gives it a cool feel is you're playing a G chord with a C on it. It's very dissonant. So let's just do that third line there in the verse, that D minor, F7, A minor 7. So D minor, F minor 7, A minor 7, da da da, sounds really cool. We jump back to that G minor 7, to the C7, da, F minor, okay? So let's do that line. We're doing the same chord, we're just doing a different inversion. Learn your inversions. Bring that F down here. So that's a G minor 7 with a G minor on the bass. Now, this is really easy. All you have to do is move your thumb to here, and when you do that, you're going to play a C with it. Just practice that a bunch of times and leave this position the way it is. That's all you're doing. Okay, and then that G flat again, remember that? We'll use that same position to the F. Use that same position. So let's run the third line, the fourth line to that F. So D minor 7, F minor 7, A minor 7, 3, 4, G minor 7, C7, G flat, F, 2, 3, 4. So that's a big chord. Let's work that out. B flat 9. This is a very cool way to play it. B flat 9. Always incorporate the 7. Anytime you see a 9, anytime you see a 13, incorporate the seventh feature. So if this is B flat, you go up the B flat scale, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, but this A isn't going to be normal, it's going to be here because it's a 7, B flat dominant. Okay, so I'm building this chord for you. So we got the third, so B flat, D, then A flat. Okay, so if we kept going up, B flat, from this bottom B flat right here, we go up one more, that's 8, that's 9. Okay, so third, 7, 9. And then if you'd like, you can add that E natural. Kind of gives it that last ring, and that E natural is a sharp 11. So B flat is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but we're flat in the 7 because it's the dominant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but we're sharpening it if you'd like to do that, if you can reach that. If you just wanted to play not with the E, just play it like that. And then all you have to do is roll it. What I mean by rolling is play one note at a time, and then take this whole thing, move it up an octave. And then we go to a C. So let's try that whole pattern really slow. From the third line in the verse, D minor 7, F 7, A minor 7, 3, 4, G minor 7, C 7, G flat, F. Here comes that big chord, don't freak out. C, 2, 3, to the A7, to the D7, to the G7, 2, 3, 4. And anytime you see a 7, that just means a dominant, A dominant, if you're used to that terminology. A7, D7, G7, 2, 3, 4. And that's a cool way to play it. A7, D7, G7. That's actually a 2-5-1 as well, but I'm not getting the theory to that. And then we go into the instrumental, and it's pretty similar to the verse. So let's walk through it. So C. And then instead of keeping the C on the bass, we're actually moving with the chord pattern. You notice it's just D minor, C, B, C. So move that with your left hand. D minor, C, B, C, D minor. Okay, so we don't want to just do the root G7 at the end there. Do the first inversion. So B, D, F, G. Because that A diminished, that F sharp wants to resolve here. Instead of, that doesn't sound good. Over that F sharp, that feels better. To the F, 3, 4, D over F sharp, 2, G over B, E7, A minor, D minor. Okay, now this is a cool chord. This is I put down an E over G, but it's a flat 9, 13. But if you play E over G, it's the same thing. E over G to a G7. Okay, let's just do the first 2 lines of the instrumental together. 1, 2, C, go. C, 2, 3, next part. D minor, C, B, C, D minor, 2. Here comes the diminished over F sharp. Da, da, 3, 4 to the F. 2, 3, 4. D over F sharp, G over B, E7, A minor, D minor, E, G7. Now if you just back up a couple chords when you see that D over F sharp, I'm going to play it a different way, and if you'd like to play it that way, you may, but you can play it just as written. So watch it once, I'll play it through, then you can rewind and practice that. So I'm taking it from the top of the instrumental. Here's the alternate version, a little more complicated version to play it. Do it one more time. Okay. So that's another alternate version that you can play it. Let's go to the third line of the instrumental, back to the C, to the G minor. Let's do that version again, to the F, and then that big B flat 9 with maybe your sharp 11, okay? And then we have a C over G, A7 over G, D minor over G, G7, and then we're doing our little intro. Okay, so let's start at the fourth line of the instrumental. C over G, A7 over G, it's a little funky, D minor over G, G7, and notice I'm keeping it all in this inversion. It sounds a lot better as the tension release. Tension, so here's the release. Tension, oh I don't like it. Tension, maybe a little bit. There's our resolve, and now we're back and we're refreshed. And then we're into our little instrumental there. So the fifth line of the instrumental, like the beginning. And then we changing keys, B minor 7, C to the G over A, key change. I'm 2, 3, 4, dreaming of a E minor. Okay, so that A flat over A resolves to the A. Just second line, E minor. I used to know A to the D to the G minor, B7, 2, 3, 4. Da, da. Remember this? Just in a different key. Okay, so we used to be here, right? So now we're just up here, a whole step. G, B, C, E, and all we're doing is taking the A and going down to the D, and we do that, we're moving the thumb, like that, okay. So let's practice those first two lines, here we go. Key change to D, verse, D, 1, 2, A, 4, E minor, D, D flat, D, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A flat, A, but keep your bottom hand on the A the whole time, don't do this. Doesn't work. I mean it works, but just that little bit of tension and then release. G to second line, E minor, A to the D, to the A, to the D, to the G minor. Okay, that sounds pretty cool, right? I'm from this D, all I'm doing is moving down here to this F, bringing this up to the B flat, and moving my bottom hand to a G, D, and F, making it a G minor 9. It's really cool. Okay, so let's take it the second line of the verse in the key of D. E minor, A, D to the A, to the D, to the G minor, B minor 7, to the A minor, D7, G 2, 3, and here's our big chord in the key of D. Okay, so C octaves, E, B flat, E. Okay, to the D, 2, 3, 4, B minor, E minor, G over A flat over B, G over A. That's a really cool transition. You'll hear that a lot in jazz music. Okay, that's in the tutorial for Joy of the World. That's a little cool lick. But they do it in this song. So, the last two measures of the verse, G over A flat over B, G over A. We're moving this position just up a half step. Okay, let's take the last line of the key change, starting on the G. 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, C9, D, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 G over A flat over B, G over A, 3 to the verse. I'm 2, 3, 4, G. I'm sorry, second verse here. I'm to the A, to the E minor, D, D flat, D, E minor, 3, 4. Remember, keep that A in the bass. G, 2, 3. Now we have a different chord, E over G sharp to E. Okay, so E over G sharp and then E to the F minor, B minor, E minor, A to the D, 2, 3, 4, A minor, D7, G, 2, 3. And if you would like to just not play a D, G like this, take this G down to the F sharp, and it adds a nice good tension and release from that A minor 7, D7, or A minor D7, a cool little release. So F, B, D to the C9, and then we have a D over A. Da, 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 da. Okay, so that last part, da, 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 da. Cool. So let's do that again. D over A, and then all you do from here is add these two notes in between, then B minor, and I would do a big open B minor over A, so B minor, D, F sharp, B, and then really come down, resolve it really quiet, G diminished over A, G, B flat, D flat, E. Okay, there's so many different ways you can resolve that D. Play that way. Don't just do this. So D over A diminished, big open B minor, and then so do a F sharp, A, B, D. You can do F sharp, B, C sharp, E to D. You can do E, F sharp, A, C sharp, D. That's a really cool fat chord. Any variable as long as you have a D in the bass. Okay, any one of those things will work. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Rewind it, practice. You guys got it.